So just give us a little bit of a history on where you're at with this horse.
Sure. Um, so Spec is 22 years old, and I've owned him for 5. And he's always had a lot of resistance, but he's great on the trail. He's the soundest horse I've ever owned. And in those 5 years, because I always ride with somebody, he's always just followed the first horse into the trailer. I've been able to load him a handful of times, and that's it. He's a puller. He flips his head when you try to lead him into the trailer, and I've never pushed it. I thought we would try my second tough horse and test my skill.
You got a really good setup there with your trailer backed up. I would just be really strategic about staying a direction, one
Oh,
direction per night.
okay.
So left or right doesn't matter. And just make it real simple. I'm trying to make him more sensitive to the push every time I push him while working on the trailer at the same time. So when he comes close to the trailer, we can back off the pressure. As soon as you see he goes by the door of your trailer, you can slowly start adding pressure.
Is it okay if I just narrate what I'm doing as I start in case it's not obvious?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to turn my beam away
Yep.
and do the prep. And then I'm just going to walk slowly. And he's not moving, so I do my first
Yep.
tap.
Tap him again. A little harder. Keep your move. Tap him. Now tap him. Firm.
Okay, I got a little scoot.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it again and let's see if he's
Okay.
lighter this time. And if he's not, then we will just build that
Okay.
to a bigger scoot. We just want to make sure it's bigger this time. But if he moves early, release early.
So if he moves early, I'll release right away.
One step. Yeah. 1002, 1003. No, he's late. So just lightly tap him, but stay in there. Tap him, tap him, and then stay in there. Tap him harder. Stay in there. Go to the front of him. Step bigger, bigger. Cut across the pin. Bigger, big, 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 big.
Am I
Big.
turning him?
No, tap him.
Okay, just to tap him.
And turn him again, and then tap him. Turn him again. Back the other way. Back the other way. We got to go to the left, Kim. And stop. Good. So we're going to call that good enough. You always want to make sure your shoulder line is slightly ahead of his nose, giving him some place to go, or he won't move from our push.
Okay.
Now just turn on your prep, straight out, hold on for 4. There we go. And start 1001. Start walking forward and stop for 1 step. Oh, you lost your hand. Sorry. I screwed you there.
duh. Okay.
Yeah. You got to keep everything going. Your hand, your beam, and your legs all have to be progressive.
So I'm just stopping for 1 step to give him a chance.
1 step to show him the difference. If he's early, he gets early release. If he's late, he has to jump out of there like his bum's on fire.
Okay, but keep the hand up.
Everything, well, keep the hand up until he gives 1 step.
Okay.
You can release, but you just don't want to release before the 1 step. Now start
up.
Yep. 1001, 1002, 1003. It stopped. Yep. So he was right on the verge. So let's just stop right there. And I mean, not a very good read because that other horse came.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to start him up again and repeat it from here. And if you get in there close like that and he doesn't move this time, skip. Oh, no, you don't want to get in close to start with. You want to always start from where you stop, right?
Yeah.
So when you released him at 60 feet away, you got to stay 60 feet away to restart again.
Okay.
Otherwise, he's just going to learn to keep running further away from you, right? So he won't work from your beam angle. He's going to work from how close you are to him, right? And we got to teach him that the beam is the reason he goes. That way we can move him clear across the field in the future, right?
Wow.
He just needs to know that it's a time frame. So if he doesn't move from the time your belly button reaches his tail, which is strategically and consistently 4 seconds, he's going to have to jump out of there like his butt's on fire. And because he moved early, now this time we're starting all over again.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and turn on your prep. Hold for 4 and start. 1001, 1002, and stop. Good. That's pretty dang good. So he's still within that 4 second time frame, right? So let's just start him up again
Hmm.
and just push him over and stop him at the trailer. So you this time you can just stay connected to him. And you can see he's looking at you more seriously. Keep lifting your hand.
And just
Now release your hand and just walk until he gets close to the pin or close to the trailer and then stop. Now just stop right there. Now, as soon as he goes past, restart. And this time, continue to push until he trots. Legs, legs, nice. Now hold the trot, turn your hand off and hold the trot until he gets over there and stop. Stop. Nice. And as soon as he goes past, start again. And this time go a little faster trot and go 2 times. So you're going to go past the trailer. Good. Stay at a trot. Past the trailer. Good. Put your stick away and just use your belly button and your legs, your beam, and then stop right now. And then as soon as he goes past, oh, nice. So he's stopping really good. Now just help him a couple steps. And then right when he goes past, then we're going to continue pushing, but just a couple steps. Lift your hand, lift your hand. There you go. Hand and stop. Now start again. Start your legs again because he went past the trailer. Good job. And stop. And start him up again. So you're getting him to follow a feel. So now you're just going to slowly ask him to go and then now carry on again. There you go. Your restart was really good that time. Now we're going to go 2 circles. We don't have to build pressure. Just put your hand away now and just use your belly button and go by 2 circles. Tap him a little bit if he wants to cut the corner and then stop. Now start him up
stop.
again. Yeah.
Stop
And
too
start
late. Yeah.
again. So now we're going to do 3 circles and then try to get him to stop at the trailer. Just so he knows each time
One.
start up again. There's one. And just use your taps when you need to. You can stay nice and relaxed in your legs. Make sure it's not a speedy push. It's just a strategic beam at the tail push. So you can saunter around there nice and slow and help him, help him, help him with your hand, help him and stop. Nice. So we're just gonna. So he stopped a little closer to that. Now see how he's backing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask him to go forward again, right for that, and stop. Nice. And now restart. So start your legs right when he walks by. There you go. That was plenty. Not too abrupt. Not too abrupt. Just finesse it and use your taps when you need to. Make sure your belly button stays behind his tail unless you're trying to push him faster, in which case you will use your taps to make him get in front of your belly button.
So
So
a
it's
little bit behind her like that.
yeah, I want to be behind his tail so he knows when I push him to his tail, his tail is the limit for my belly button. But if my belly button is on his tail, he needs to be speeding up, right? So that's not a stagnant place to be. If I'm on his tail, he should be speeding up. So that's what I'm trying to teach him in this whole segment, because the trailer loading is just a reason to help us get better at pushing him with our beam, right? Because when you get really good at making him sensitive from your beam, loading in that trailer is a piece of cake. Because once he really melts to you and, there he is, and stop. Nice. Chill for a minute. And then if he backs up a step, push him forward a step. If he stays there, we just want to keep letting him exaggerate the fact that he can get a rest by the trailer and he works on the opposite side of the trailer. And I just try to show him that it's more work over here by the camera than it is by the trailer. And
So the dividing line is the middle of the trailer,
the
or
Well,
or
anywhere
right
by the
there.
trailer. Like I like it where he's at right now because his head is up there closer to the entrance. But
Yeah.
that's just something you'll play with. Every horse will do different things. Some of them won't get anywhere near it. They'll stop on this side of on your side of the door, or they'll stop on the other side of the door, but they won't stop nowhere near the entrance of the door because they're that
Mm.
contaminated from the trailer,
Ah,
which doesn't matter to me. I'm still going to do my thing. And over time, his instinct to conserve energy is going to kick in. If we're pure with our pressure and release, he's going to learn that there's pressure on this side, release over there. He's going to start stopping wherever he gets the release. And if he stops before the door, you'll give it to him, but just ask him to go one step closer as time goes on,
yeah.
a little bit closer.
Okay.
Now, that being said, like what I want to touch on is our only goal is to make him more sensitive every time you send him, and he's getting there. Like that last time, he moved off from a real sensitive push. And that's awesome because that's really the goal, guys, with everything you're asking them to do. If you can make them sensitive from a send, you're not going to have a sticky horse. If you can make them nice, beautiful, Kim. If you can make him sensitive to the backup, you're not going to have a horse that runs away, right? Because we teach him to be good at the stop and the backup and the speed control by backing up. We teach him to be good at the gas pedal by going forward. Then when we add the brakes and the gas pedal together, they go sideways. And then we can just identify which body part we want him to move from and isolate the body part. But the number one key in training horses and getting rid of problems and resistance is the send. That's what a horse resists. Uh, Everything off the board, they resist being sent. That's a pecking order challenge that when you get that solved, when you turn on your prep and ask him to go, he's going to drop his head first. And that's what's showing you that submission. And he's going to take one step. That's when he lets you control every step because he lets you speed him up into a scoot or a lope, and he lets you take him one step forward and everything in between. Nice job. Now just turn on your prep and see what he does. Hold steady, hold steady. Now, when you slowly ask him to go, if you're really slow about it, he'll put his head down first, just like that, and then give you one step. Easy, nice and slow. Keep it going. Keep your hand activated and stop. Nice. Now see how he's not past the trailer yet, but you're getting there. See how you're able to, you got a couple steps, but you're right on the right track there. And he's looking at you like he believes in you, right?
I hope so.
No, he does. Yeah. Okay, let's just start him up again because he's kind of passed, and we'll just go nice and easy. Beautiful. See, that was a pretty send. And just drop your hand and carry on. Keep going. Keep going. Turn it up a little bit because that's not what we're looking for. Turn it up with your hand. Turn it up with your hand a little bit. Good. Now turn your hand off and just stay with him at a trot and just go one circle and stop. And you're going to
Stop there.
stop right there. Now help him. There you go. Now help him one step. Easy. Slow down. One step. Good. So you're easy. Nice. And then now see where he's at. Now
Yeah.
when he goes past the point of the entrance of your trailer, you're just going to your legs are going really, really slow and your hand is really slow. But the second he goes past the point of the entrance, you're going to speed up your legs a little bit and start that first tap very lightly, just to show him that that's it changed, right? I'm going to go real slow with you right here, but as soon as you go by the trailer, we're going to trot to the other side, 2 circles this time and give you another chance. Then 4 circles, give you another chance. 8 circles, give you another chance. And the whole time
Okay.
you're trying to be good with your beam, but
He almost looked at it, I think.
yeah, I think he did too. I'm falling in love with him. I love it when you can see them try and they easy. Yeah. And then I'll slowly speed up a little bit and bring your beam a little closer and just tap him real soft over here, real soft. There you go. And then back off for any speeds. Good. Oh, that's okay. Stop on this
My,
next.
so I'm going to stop to give him a chance.
Yeah, going to stop again. Easy, easy, easy. Keep moving, keep moving. He's got to get closer to the trailer. He can't stop back here. You got to pick up your hand. Good. Help him. You got to take him up to the entrance. Keep going. There. Yeah, good. Now, now when you ask him to go again, this time I want you to step it up a little bit more, make it more obvious that right when he went by the trailer, you're going to speed him up. And I want you to go, you went 3 circles that time, didn't you? Did somebody
Yeah,
count?
about that.
So this time you're going to go 6 circles and then let him stop right there. So you're going to have to tap him a couple times because going that long, he's going to get sticky.
Okay, and we're going to tap him early in the game here.
Right when he goes, when you see he's going past the entrance. Yep. Yep. Ah ha ha. Love it. Nice. I knew
So
I
I'll give
loved
him
it.
that.
Oh yeah, just give him that for a minute for sure. Yeah. See, this is a great lesson too. You're doing a great job, but it's really good because we haven't done nothing to him to suggest we wanted him go in the trailer. We're just making him more sensitive to go, and he picked up his own idea of going in that trailer. And it just shows you how smart they are to what we want them to do, but how smart they are to resist it as well. And we fall right into the trap of, when they don't do it, we think they don't understand, so we want to teach when teaching's not the thing they need, it's motivation. Now start and send him again real slow. Give him a chance to go in there. And if he turns toward you, speed him up and send him out of there and go 6 circles. Or actually, we got to go back to 1 circle because he made improvement.
Okay,
Video kind of locked up, so I don't know where you're at. There you are.
so this is the first circle. So
Yeah,
I'm going
just
to
go one
slow.
circle. Yeah, and then just stop at the entrance again. Help him get there. Don't let him stop before. Just
Yeah,
there. Now stop. Oh, there you go.
he's
Help
past
him.
it.
It looks like he went past. Yeah, now go 2 circles. Step up and tap him a little bit. Just use your beam for the strategic timing of when you tap him.
So on the next one,
Yeah, let him stop and start again. Yeah, start him up again.
pretty light, eh?
Yeah, he is much lighter. And then stop a little earlier. Stop now. Now help him. Help him a little bit. Use your hand and stop and then help him and, and then stop and help him because he knows how to go in there now. We're not going to take less. Now push him. Away we go. Up into a lope. See, because that the first time he got worse. Good. And there you go. Now back off over here. Now back off and give him a chance. That's the first time we've loped him. Ease up there and ease up there. Ease up there. Let's see. And this, if he goes again, we're going to go faster. Again, nice and easy. Lift your hand. There you go.
Little brat.
Yeah. Step him up into a lope. Put your beam in front of him. Make him try a little harder. He's got a lope. And then as soon as he lopes, back off. As soon as he scoots, get back off with your beam. And then turn him again. Like turn in front, turn up to him again and
Like
push him again.
that.
Yeah, not so much. There you go. Now
Okay,
back the other way. Now back the other way. Turn him back again. Send him out of there. Up into a lope and just keep him going. When he passes the trailer, turn him back again. Now, turn him back again. Tap him. Good. Stay way behind him. Turn him back again. Way over here. Nice. And then slow down and see if he'll go in. Easy. Stop. Now turn him. Turn him. Nope. Don't go to him. Just pivot to turn him. Tap him
Okay.
out of there. There you go. Now stay back here and pivot to turn him way over across. So you got to pivot. There you go. Don't go towards him. Just pivot way out in front of him. Easy. Help him
So
there.
turn the other way to pivot.
Yeah, do a 180. Like you're
Yeah, gotcha.
facing left, you're going to face completely a 180. Now just
Okay.
ask him to go forward and see what he does. He's got to change his mind. Go in there. You're going to go on your circle. Go forward on your circle. It's going to take you behind him. And then if he goes past, you're just going to pivot. Use your taps a little bit. Good. Now pivot and go the other way. Good. Now pivot and go the other way.
Oops, wrong way. Okay.
That's okay. Always pivot towards him. Easy. Pivot.
Pivot towards him, not away from him.
Not away from him, towards him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to start getting control of them turns. So he always turns away from you, not towards you. Good. Now back the other way. Good. And release. Easy. Easy. Help him a little bit. Help him in there one step at a time. Tap him a little bit. There you go. Now turn.
Turn him.
Yep. Pivot and go way out in front of him. Now pivot and go way out in front of him over towards the camera. Good. And then stay behind him. Oh, pivot. You're just getting ahead of yourself. Stay behind him. Now pivot.
Okay. Pivot at the camera.
Pivot. Now stay behind him. Stay behind him. And then right when he passes the trailer, then pivot. See, he's starting to anticipate you. Now, and pivot way over here. That a girl. Now pivot way over here when he runs by the entrance. And use your taps. There you go. Now pivot and then use your taps. Good. Good. That's good. Good. Just conserve your energy. It's not about you walking over there. It's about putting your belly button over there and then tapping. There. Don't walk over there. Now pivot the
So I
other way.
can do.
There you
I
go.
can.
And then tap. Tap him now. There you go. Now back behind him. Back behind him. There you go. Now pivot out in front of him and meet him over here slow and then tap him. Now tap him. There. Now stop. Now pivot, pivot your beam. There you go. Now stay in the middle. Now pivot and stay in the middle. There you go. Stay in the middle. Now pivot. Stay in the middle. There you go. Now just keep moving out in front of him. Keep moving out in front of him, building your taps. More out in front of him. More out in front of him. There you go. More out in front of him. Now tap him because you're up there close. More out in front of him, Kim. More out in front of him. So far in front of him that you can go slow. Now tap him. Now tap him.
But then I got to run at him.
No, just tap the ground. He don't know that you can't hit
Oh,
him.
tap the ground. Okay.
Yeah, tap him. Like try to
Now we're
tap him.
clear.
There, now stop. So when you pivot your line, think about sending the energy where your belly button is, but don't run down there,
Gotcha.
right? You just pivot and let him run into that beam. So
Okay.
as he runs into your line, you just keep walking at a slow pace until you get to the other side of the pin. And it doesn't matter if it takes him 10 circles for you to spiral over and get close to the pin where he runs into you, giving you the opportunity to tap him because you're close. Okay, now just turn your back to him and just let him come out of there again. And just walk over here by the camera for a little bit. Good job. So all we were really doing, because like I said, it's all about the motivation. And as soon as we started using the turns, he started finding uh, some exit strategies there. You know what I mean? He started finding some ways he could evade that turn. Because
Hmm.
because that's what we use the turn to up the motivation. But during that time, if he finds some evasion in the turn and he don't think that we really got control of him through them turns, then that'll still make him evade the trailer. But you could see as soon as you started getting that dialed in and he learned that you was going to stay in them turns, he'd run in the trailer. Right? We're just in here doing Liberty work. You thought this was a trailer loading deal. It's not a trailer loading deal to me. It's an opportunity for you to get good with your send lessons, right? With your send and your turn, so you can get good at controlling him at Liberty. We're just using the trailer as a focal point and an end game. So he's thinking about coming out, and I just walk over here and turn your back on him and let him send him. Now just go ahead and start him up again, Kim. Keep going. And keep going. Keep asking. He's either got to go in the trailer or he's got to go to the left. Keep asking. Keep asking. Start your taps now because you're far enough into it. You got to tap, tap, tap. Keep going. Stay to the right of him. Stay to the right and stop. He thought-
Wow.
and I'll just walk over here again and just leave him for a minute. When he makes up his mind that the best place is in that trailer, it really takes us forward in being able to load him with a halter. That being said, we still need to be strategic and make sure he's very dialed and very convinced that we can back him and bring him forward off the halter. Because if he thinks I can only back him up, but I can't bring him forward, he's not going to be that great at the loading in the trailer from the halter. Okay, I don't think he's going to come out of there again, Kim. So go grab your halter and let's switch weapons. Grab your
Ooh,
halter, grab your
that'll be
halter
great.
and your dressage whip right down by your pocket. I actually put my thumb in my front pocket and then
Oh,
I just walk forward so I'm not pulling on him. And when I feel him like right there, I feel
hmm.
it. I just tap him behind my back without looking at him. There you go. There you go.
So I feel pull,
Tap and
tap,
he'll
tap,
there you go.
tap.
Yeah. Now hold, 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 hold. When he stops, tap again and then release. There you go. Hold. That a girl. That a girl. Now you can take your hand out of your pocket and do that same thing again. Now he's trying to go ahead of you. So
Hmm.
without moving your feet, you're just going to take your right hand back behind you and tap him on the shoulder with your left hand. So you're going to direct him to go behind you and tap him. Now direct him to go forward. Nice. And then
And not move my feet still.
now walk on. Now you can walk on, but I don't move my feet until he gets back behind me. So anytime he tries to get out in front of me, I never want to move my feet to cause him to get back there. Right.
Okay.
I want
Yeah.
to make him get back there before we move on. So I show him you're not moving my feet, dude. Because that's what they try to do is they jump out in front so you can't tap him. And
Makes sense.
now you got that feel, you can try to go a little faster so that you gradually find him slowly and then tap him real light. Just real light, make it real slow. And then as soon as you feel him speed up, release. Tap him real soft and build your taps. Nice. Nice. Love it. Same thing. You found him. There you go. And if you find him, Kim, and he gets off the pressure on his own, you're golden. That's all we're trying to do. As I get kind of close to the fence, so I got him captured. And you notice when you got up to the trailer, it's when he really fought you, but you didn't fight him back. You just stayed your course, which I thought was awesome. And then you didn't let there be slack in the rope. As soon as he stopped, you still was going to tap him, and he come forward. So right there, he slowed down with you. Love it. So I think he's dialed. I think you can head across the middle of the round pin, go right in the trailer.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then if he pulls back, I keep the tension,
Yeah, go right in the
right?
trailer. Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
1,
sir.
2, 3.
Now just turn and go right in the trailer.
He's nice and soft.
Yeah, looks like it. And if he pulls, don't pull, you just tap. Walk right in the bus. Beautiful.
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody.
I'm going to be in the movies.
You are in the movies.